U.S. editor for Unheard, Sohran Ahmari, has been vocal about how the big, beautiful bill could impact rural voters, saying Trump will close your rural hospital while he funds wars in Europe and the Middle East. Easy slam dunk Dem messaging right now to claw back marginal low-income voters who went twice for Obama before switching to Trump. Will Dems go for it? Sohran Ahmari is with us now. Thank you so much for joining us, Sohran.
Thanks for having me, Batya.
So expound on that. Tell us a little bit more about what you meant in your tweet.
I mean, it's as simple as that. Look, the reason President Trump was elected in 2016 and then again in 2024 is because he broke with Republican Party orthodoxy on many issues, on international trade, on open borders, but also on healthcare. You'll remember there was that debate with Senator Cruz where he kept saying, I'm not going to let people die on the street. And Senator Cruz said, that's socialism. And in a way, Trump said, I don't care. He just said, I'm not going to let people die on the street. And the audience, the live audience, roared. He pledged repeatedly in 2016, then again in 2024, that he will not touch entitlements, including Medicaid. I have a statement from the White House earlier in the administration in which they reiterated that. So this is very politically dangerous territory because here's a fact that I'll put in front of you, Batya. Of the quintile of U.S. counties that shifted most sharply to the right in the 2024 election, the fifth of counties that shifted most sharply to the right are also the ones that are most reliant on public welfare. So, and that means programs like Medicaid. So even if the effects on rural hospitals are only as 30% as bad as what the kind of mainstream institutions say, that could be very painful electorally for Republicans in the midterms and whoever wants to succeed Donald Trump in 2024.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was reporting my book, Second Class, the working class people I interviewed had two main concerns. They wanted much less immigration and much more access to health care. And it just seems like with this bill, the GOP was sort of operating on muscle memory, like we have to do nice things for the rich and do bad things to the poor, even though rich people now mostly are Democrats.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, people where I live in Midtown East Manhattan don't need a tax cut, especially they don't need a tax cut funded off of, closing rural hospitals. And there's a really dark dimension to this, which is, look, a lot of rural hospitals now are owned by private equity firms, and private equity operates on the basis of just extracting as much as you can from the consumer and the worker. And if the funding formulas change, if it's not, if they can't maximize profits to the degree they want, they'll just close the hospital. And you have areas that become healthcare deserts. That's not what the promise of Trump was. I think you're exactly right. I mean, the typical Trump voter is conservative in the sense that they want less immigration. They want for it to be obvious that a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and those differences are meaningful. They also are kind of welfare populist, right? Especially on entitlements. Not the full suite of programs that Democrats typically champion, but Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security is sacred. These programs are overwhelmingly popular among Republicans, let alone Democrats and independents. So I don't get the politics of it.
So briefly before we go, you ended your tweet with a question. Will the Democrats realize what a gift this is to them? Will they be able to capitalize on this and make their case that once again they should be considered the party of the working class? What's the answer to that question?
So far, no. It's kind of sad. I mean, you could just be disciplined. No one cares about Stephen Colbert's job. To ordinary people, that's like a millionaire who now will make his million somewhere else. No one cares about stuff like that. Why are senators going out there crying about Stephen Colbert's job instead of rural hospitals? Democratic.
Absolutely. Yeah, or Kilmar Garcia Obrego as well. Thank you so much, Sohran. God bless.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.